The hip-hop world is in absolute shock as J. Cole publicly disses Kendrick Lamar, accusing the Grammy-winning rapper of selling his soul and making corporate moves. Fans didn't see this coming, especially after Kendrick's big Grammy win, and the online world immediately erupted. Social media exploded with debates, memes, and reaction videos, with fans scrambling to take sides. Some are defending J. Cole, praising him for calling out what they see as compromise and commercialization, while others are siding with Kendrick, claiming Cole crossed a line by questioning his integrity and legacy. The timing couldn't have been more explosive. Kendrick's recent Grammy success had fans celebrating, but Cole's sharp critique turned the conversation upside down. People are asking, has the friendly rivalry between these two hip-hop legends escalated into something far more personal? In his statements, J. Cole didn't hold back. He directly accused Kendrick of abandoning the raw, authentic artistry that fans fell in love with, suggesting that his recent choices were motivated by money and mainstream influence rather than passion for the culture. Eminem, Drake, and other major figures have reportedly weighed in behind the scenes, further fueling speculation and tension. Fans are dissecting every word, every tone, and every gesture, turning this into a full-blown drama that has taken over hip-hop conversations worldwide. In this video, we break down J. Cole's shocking accusations, Kendrick Lamar's possible response, the Grammy controversy, and what this feud could mean for the future of rap. The stakes are high, the words are raw, and the drama is just beginning. Right after J. Cole's explosive comments accusing Kendrick Lamar of selling his soul, the hip-hop community erupted. Clips of the diss flooded Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, with fans, influencers, and journalists dissecting every syllable. The tension wasn't just about competition, it was personal, touching on artistry, credibility, and what it means to stay real in the rap game. Fans immediately began debating whether Kendrick's recent Grammy wins had pushed him toward mainstream decisions that some see as compromising the integrity of his craft. J. Cole's words struck a nerve, and online conversations spiraled into full-blown chaos within hours. Sources close to both camps say the tension between the two rappers had been simmering quietly for months. While both have historically shown mutual respect, industry insiders suggest that Kendrick's shift toward mainstream collaborations and chart-topping hits may have frustrated J. Cole, who prides himself on authenticity and conscious lyricism. According to insiders, J. Cole saw Kendrick's recent moves not as evolution, but as a departure from the raw artistry that initially defined him. This perception became the foundation for the public comments that sparked the current feud. As the news spread, fans reacted instantly. Clips of J. Cole's statements were replayed, shared, and remixed across every platform. Online communities were split. Some defended J. Cole, claiming he was calling out corporate influence in hip-hop and reminding artists to stay true to their roots. Others criticized him for publicly attacking Kendrick, arguing that success and mainstream recognition do not equate to selling out. The debate quickly went beyond just these two artists. It became a conversation about authenticity, commercial success, and loyalty to the culture itself. Insiders report that J. Cole's delivery was deliberate and sharp. Every word was calculated to provoke thought and spark discussion, and it worked. Kendrick's team reportedly monitored the backlash, aware that the remarks would dominate social media conversations. The controversy drew commentary from fans, journalists, and fellow rappers, creating a frenzy of speculation about the potential fallout. Some wondered if Kendrick would respond directly, while others anticipated that he might let his music speak for him. The timing of the diss added fuel to the fire. It came shortly after Kendrick's Grammy win, a moment that had been celebrated widely by fans and the industry alike. J. Cole's comments reframed the victory, turning what was meant to be a moment of triumph into a topic of debate and controversy. Clips of the diss went viral, racking up millions of views within hours. Memes, reaction videos, and fan edits quickly populated every platform, and hashtags related to the feud began trending worldwide. The story wasn't just about one statement, it had become a full-blown cultural conversation. As the drama unfolded, Speculation about the personal and professional stakes intensified. Fans analyzed every move, from past collaborations to recent public appearances, trying to decipher whether this feud would escalate further. Some suggested that J. Cole's remarks were a prelude to a potential lyrical battle, while others argued that this was a deeper critique of Kendrick's career choices and artistic direction. Regardless of interpretation, the intensity of the confrontation captured the attention of hip-hop fans globally. Beyond social media, street-level insiders added more context. Many in the Harlem and Compton rap communities weighed in, claiming that the tension reflected a broader debate within the culture, the balance between artistic authenticity and commercial success. J. Cole's words resonated with younger artists and fans who fear that mainstream influence can dilute the core of hip-hop, while Kendrick's supporters emphasized that growth, evolution, and financial success don't necessarily equate to betrayal. This layered narrative added depth to the drama, making it about more than just a personal dispute. It was about the values and future of the culture itself. The industry response was immediate. Influencers, podcasters, and commentators dissected the situation, offering predictions, critiques, and fan theories. Some suggested that Kendrick might respond with a track, a social media statement, or a carefully crafted public appearance. Others speculated that J. Cole's remarks were designed to dominate the conversation during Grammy season, ensuring his relevance and visibility. Regardless of strategy, the drama succeeded in capturing widespread attention, making this one of the most talked about hip-hop stories in recent months. Fans online didn't hold back. Clips of J. Cole's comments were analyzed frame by frame, with people debating tone, intention, and underlying meaning. The mention of corporate moves and accusations of selling out became focal points, sparking arguments and discussion threads that stretched across forums, fan pages, and comment sections. Some hailed J. Cole as a protector of hip-hop's integrity, while others argued that his statements were unnecessary and divisive. The story rapidly evolved from a personal critique into a viral cultural debate. Insiders further revealed that the tension might have roots in past interactions between the two artists. While both have publicly expressed mutual respect, industry whispers suggest subtle rivalries, professional disagreements, and competitive tension that had quietly accumulated over the years. J. Cole's public diss was seen by some as the culmination of these underlying frustrations. By choosing to voice them in such a public and dramatic way, he ensured the confrontation could not be ignored. Meanwhile, Kendrick's Grammy win remained central to the story. J. Cole's accusations reframed the celebration, suggesting that success came at a cost. Fans debated whether Kendrick's career decisions reflected genuine artistic growth or a pivot toward commercial appeal. This framing elevated the drama, creating a narrative that went beyond personal conflict and questioned broader themes in hip-hop: authenticity, loyalty, and the pressures of fame. The digital reaction intensified the feud. Reaction videos, fan commentary, and viral memes kept the story trending for days. Even those outside hip-hop circles were drawn in, curious about the controversy between two of the genre's biggest names. Every tweet, post, and video fueled speculation about what might come next. Would Kendrick respond directly? Would J. Cole release a track or statement to double down? The uncertainty kept fans engaged, making the feud a hot topic across platforms. The story had already expanded beyond a simple personal critique. J. Cole's words had sparked cultural debate, fan division, and industry speculation. The confrontation highlighted the tension between artistic integrity and commercial success, while also fueling curiosity about the personal dynamic between two hip-hop giants. The stage was set for what promised to be a prolonged, dramatic, and highly viral saga, with fans eagerly waiting for the next chapter in this unfolding hip-hop drama. The fallout from J. Cole's explosive comments accusing Kendrick Lamar of selling his soul didn't just simmer, it erupted. Fans immediately took to social media, dissecting every word, every pause, and every tone of the diss. Clips of the confrontation went viral within hours, circulating across Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Memes, reaction videos, and commentary threads sprang up almost instantly, creating a digital wildfire. Some fans praised J. Cole for speaking truth to power, claiming he was calling out the creeping influence of corporate control on hip-hop. Others slammed him, accusing Cole of disrespecting a peer in one of the most public and sensitive moments of Kendrick's career. Industry insiders revealed that this tension between J. Cole and Kendrick had been quietly building for years. Both artists have historically maintained a mutual respect, but professional rivalry and subtle disagreements over artistry and authenticity had been simmering beneath the surface. Kendrick's mainstream collaborations and high-profile projects, paired with Grammy recognition, were interpreted by Cole and some fans as signs of a shift away from the raw, conscious lyricism that originally defined his legacy. Sources close to Cole say he felt compelled to speak out, not as a petty rival, but as a guardian of hip-hop's core values, defending authenticity against commercial compromise. Social media reactions quickly escalated the drama. Fans dissected every clip, paused every moment, and speculated about intentions and hidden meanings. Twitter threads reached thousands of comments, with people debating whether Kendrick's recent moves were natural career evolution or a calculated embrace of corporate interests. TikTok users created reaction videos, dramatizing Cole's words, adding voiceovers, and replaying key phrases like corporate moves and selling your soul to emphasize the shock factor. YouTube channels exploded with commentary, analysis, and speculation, turning this confrontation into a multi-platform cultural event. Meanwhile, Kendrick's camp remained mostly silent, adding fuel to the fire. Some insiders suggested that his team was carefully evaluating whether a direct response was necessary or if his music should speak for itself. The silence created uncertainty, leaving fans to speculate endlessly about potential reactions. Would Kendrick release a track addressing Cole's accusations? Or would he respond subtly in interviews or social media posts? Every fan, commentator, and rapper seemed to have a theory, and the speculation kept the story trending. Globally, the intensity of the situation was magnified by the Grammy context. Kendrick's recent wins were supposed to be celebratory, but J. Cole reframed them as controversial, challenging the idea that mainstream accolades equate to artistic merit. Fans began debating broader issues: the balance between commercial success and artistic integrity, the pressures of fame, and whether hip-hop culture is losing touch with its roots. J. Cole's comments were no longer just a personal critique. They became a catalyst for cultural discussion, resonating far beyond the immediate feud. Industry commentators also weighed in. Podcasters, bloggers, and music journalists analyzed the dynamics between the two artists, predicting potential outcomes and examining past interactions. Some suggested that Cole's diss was strategic, timed to dominate conversation during Grammy season and highlight his position in hip-hop's hierarchy. Others viewed it as a genuine expression of frustration with perceived compromises in Kendrick's artistry. Regardless of motive, the result was undeniable. The feud became a viral topic dominating hip-hop discourse. Fans online took the drama to the next level. Twitter threads exploded with debates, polls, and heated arguments, while Instagram and TikTok reaction videos garnered millions of views. Memes mocked and praised both rappers, with users emphasizing Cole's biting remarks and questioning Kendrick's choices. Some fans dissected Cole's wording, suggesting layers of subtext, while others focused on the emotional impact of publicly challenging a peer. The story evolved into a living, breathing phenomenon, fueled by audience participation and social media amplification. Street-level insiders added another layer to the narrative. Many in the hip-hop community suggested that the tension reflected a larger debate about authenticity in the genre. J. Cole was seen as representing the purist perspective, emphasizing lyrical integrity, social consciousness, and loyalty to hip-hop roots. Kendrick's critics argued that success, visibility, and collaboration are natural parts of an artist's growth. This perspective framed the confrontation not just as a personal feud, but as a broader cultural clash, echoing debates about the evolution of hip-hop itself. The speculation continued to grow when other artists and influencers began weighing in. Some publicly supported J. Cole, commending him for addressing corporate influence in hip-hop and defending artistic authenticity. Others defended Kendrick, arguing that success does not equal betrayal. Even figures outside the immediate rivalry contributed opinions, further expanding the story's reach. The drama was no longer confined to fans, it had become a topic of discussion for the entire music industry. As online debates raged, the question of Kendrick's response remained central. Fans and insiders speculated endlessly. Would Kendrick respond through music, interviews, or social media? Could this spark a lyrical battle? Or would he remain silent, letting his work speak for itself while J. Cole dominated the public conversation? The uncertainty and tension kept viewers engaged, watching every post, clip, and interview for clues. By the middle of the week, the story had grown far beyond the initial comments. Analysts noted that the confrontation highlighted deep-seated tensions between artistic integrity and commercial success, between loyalty to the culture and the allure of mainstream recognition. J. Cole's critique sparked conversations across communities, from die-hard hip-hop fans to casual listeners, and even drew attention from other celebrities and influencers who weighed in on the debate. It was clear that the confrontation had transformed into a cultural moment with lasting impact. The digital amplification continued. YouTube channels posted reaction breakdowns, TikTok creators remixed clips with dramatic edits, and Twitter users live commented every development. Fans created compilations, memes, and discussion threads that dissected every word of Cole's critique. Even casual observers were drawn in, curious about the drama between two of hip-hop's most influential figures. Social media metrics reflected the story's virality. Trending hashtags, high engagement, and mass sharing across platforms confirmed that this was more than a feud, it was a full-blown media spectacle. Insiders suggested that J. Cole's approach was strategic. By publicly addressing Kendrick at a moment when Grammy wins were fresh, he ensured maximum visibility and impact. His comments were crafted to provoke thought, spark discussion, and dominate the narrative, demonstrating not just lyrical intelligence, but media-savvy strategy. Fans speculated that this might set the stage for future developments, including possible collaborations, lyrical responses, or further public confrontations, making the story far from over. The stage is set for escalation. Fans are fully engaged, debates are heating up, and every move from Kendrick or J. Cole will be scrutinized. The feud has evolved from a single comment into a multi-layered drama encompassing artistry, reputation, culture, and digital virality. The anticipation for the next chapter, whether it's a public statement, a track, or further commentary, is at an all-time high, leaving the hip-hop world on edge and ready for what comes next. The tension between J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar reached its peak as the world watched. Every social media platform buzzed with speculation, debates, and heated arguments. Fans weren't just reacting, they were participating in the drama, dissecting every nuance of Cole's diss and Kendrick's silence. The story had transformed from a simple critique into a cultural event, one that would dominate hip-hop conversations for weeks. Clips of J. Cole's statements were still trending, with reaction videos and memes adding layers of entertainment and controversy. Sources revealed that behind the scenes, Kendrick's camp was considering multiple strategies. Some insiders suggested he might respond with a song, directly addressing Cole's accusations. Others hinted that Kendrick could choose a more subtle approach, an interview or carefully placed social media post to clarify his intentions and protect his image. Regardless of the approach, everyone agreed that Kendrick's next move would be scrutinized heavily. The pressure on both rappers was immense, as every word or action could sway public perception. Meanwhile, J. Cole's comments had sparked broader conversations about artistic integrity versus commercial success. Fans debated whether Kendrick's career choices reflected evolution or compromise. Music journalists analyzed their discographies, noting subtle contrasts in lyrical content, thematic focus, and public persona. Cole's diss acted as a magnifying glass, exposing tensions not only between these two artists, but within the industry itself. It wasn't just about two rappers, it was about the soul of hip-hop in a mainstream world. The online reaction intensified. Fans created compilations of the most dramatic moments, edited clips to emphasize Cole's sharpest lines, and speculated about possible future clashes. Memes mocking and praising both artists went viral, dominating comment sections, YouTube reactions, TikTok trends, and Twitter threads. Some argued that Cole had effectively owned the narrative, while others warned that Kendrick's silence could be misinterpreted as weakness. The feud had become a public chess game, with every move analyzed and every gesture scrutinized. Celebrity reactions added another layer of intensity. Eminem, Drake, and other industry heavyweights reportedly offered private opinions, while some influencers hinted at public commentary to come. Their involvement amplified the stakes. Ensuring that this feud was no longer just about Cole and Kendrick, it had become a global spectacle, watched by millions of fans and media outlets alike. The Grammy angle remained central to the drama. Cole's accusations directly challenged the legitimacy of Kendrick's mainstream recognition, suggesting that accolades alone did not define artistic authenticity. This framing prompted heated debates online and in hip-hop circles, with some fans defending Kendrick's achievements and others supporting Cole's perspective. Analysts noted that Cole's strategic timing had maximized impact, ensuring that the story would remain relevant as the industry continued to digest the events. Insiders revealed even deeper context. The tension between the two artists stemmed from past interactions, subtle professional rivalries, and competitive energy that had quietly built over years. J. Cole's public critique wasn't random, it was calculated, leveraging both his influence and the timing of Kendrick's Grammy success. Fans began to see the diss not just as a personal attack, but as a statement about loyalty, artistry, and credibility in hip-hop culture. As the days unfolded, speculation about Kendrick's response reached a fever pitch. Would he release a direct diss? Address the accusations indirectly in interviews? Or maintain silence to protect his legacy? Each theory generated its own wave of reactions, keeping the feud alive in conversations across platforms. Influencers and journalists highlighted the tension between authenticity and fame, framing the situation as a defining moment for both rappers. Meanwhile, the cultural implications continued to grow. Cole's critique became a lens through which fans and industry insiders examined the balance between commercial appeal and artistic integrity. Younger artists and fans debated how much influence mainstream success should have on creative choices. Kendrick supporters emphasized growth and evolution, while Cole supporters defended the purity of hip-hop's roots. The feud, once personal, had become a generational debate, sparking conversations about the future of the genre itself. By the climax of the story, J. Cole had solidified his position in the public eye as a bold critic willing to challenge even the most respected peers. Kendrick's camp remained strategic, weighing every option carefully. Fans remained split, debates raged, and memes continued to flood social media. The drama had reached a point where every subsequent action by either artist would be viewed through the lens of this feud. The tension, speculation, and anticipation ensured that the story would continue to dominate conversations. The feud wasn't just about ego or rivalry. It was about artistic philosophy, cultural credibility, and the pressures of fame. J. Cole's diss forced the hip-hop community to reflect on the meaning of authenticity, the cost of mainstream success, and the responsibility of artists to their fans and culture. Fans, journalists, and insiders agreed. This confrontation would be remembered as one of the most compelling, viral, and talked about moments in recent hip-hop history. The saga concluded for now, but the narrative was far from over. Every fan, influencer, and industry observer knew that the next move, whether a track, a statement, or a subtle social media gesture, could reignite the drama instantly. The story of J. Cole versus Kendrick Lamar had become a masterclass in modern hip-hop drama, combining personal rivalry, cultural critique, social media virality, and industry strategy into one unforgettable saga. The feud was a reminder that in hip-hop, every word matters, every action is scrutinized, and every moment can turn into history.